Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video on the Hub City Hot Rods YouTube channel. Today we have a 2009 Escalade ESV. Real clean truck. Super clean truck. 6.2 liter, 6 a lady. A buddy of mine, Ryan, bought this truck off the marketplace. Right now he's getting all his parts that we're gonna put on the truck. So got this truck off marketplace, and he's always wanted a big SUV. He got a great deal on this Escalade, and he said, I want a big SUV, and I want it to sound good. And good thing, because this one started developing a little lifter tick. No misfire yet, little lifter tick, and he said it's time to go ahead and start doing all the goodies to it. So truck is mostly stock, pretty much. Actually, it is stock. Looks like the alternator was replaced, battery was replaced, the common maintenance. It's got a green belt on it. So 6.2 L9H DLD. It does not have, you can see on the valley cover here, the valley cover is flat. So I believe it doesn't have the VVT or anything like that. So he ordered a bunch of stuff anyways, but we're definitely going to put a cam kit in it. He's got timing chain, cam bolt kit, cam retainer plate kit, 4-pole cam gear. He's got the 4X sprocket. Yeah. 4X sprocket, timing cover, a little adapter for the timing cover. Crank bolt, water pump gaskets. Got the dampener. Got a new cam from Michigan Motorsports. What is this here? Stage 2. It's 214, 218, 112 lobe separation. Neat little stage 2. Those work with stock converters, which is what the 6 lady has. Got a Melling oil pump, the 10295. Got valve springs with retainers and seals. Push rods. What's in here? Head bolts. Manifold gaskets. Looks like we got the gaskets bolts. Manifold bolts. This is a solenoid, which will probably eliminate. What's in here? Lifters and lifter trays. Heck yeah. Got motor mounts. And what in the world is this? Oh, head gaskets. Head gaskets. So he got a bunch of goodies for the truck. And that's going to be our project for today. Oh, what's that?
This here's the Melling water pump.
Oh, the new water pump? New water pump for Melling. And what? There's the water pump. Looks like we got valve cover gaskets. And I believe intake gaskets?
Yeah.
Brand new intake gaskets. Good deal. So yeah, it's gonna be our little job for today. See if we can knock it out in one day. That's the goal. Got a lot of projects going on. Got a Z06 that I pulled a motor out of. Fortunately, that motor's no good, 7.0. It's got some scratched up sleeves. It's gonna need some sleeves. And it's gonna need a lot of work. It's gonna need a piston, got some broken pistons. And then we still have the Chevelle that we've been working on personal, the 56. And in our previous part 1 video, the Camaro, which we still need a lot of stuff to do. So in the meantime, it's a weekend. It's Sunday. It's the weekends. It's what, Saturday, Sundays I usually take for friends or personal vehicles. And today we're gonna help out our buddy get this thing all cammed out and tuned. So I want to start taking it apart here. Right now we just took the cover off. Gonna take off the air filter, the air tube. Then we'll start taking off the accessories, the intake, the manifolds, the heads, then the front, the cam, and all that whatnot. See what we can do. Change the oil pump, change the motor mounts. So let me take off some of this and then come back. Got a radiator too, brand new aluminum radiator. A whole aluminum radiator kit. Not the one with the plastic housings. This one has the aluminum housings on it. So yeah, he wants this thing to be pretty reliable, pretty stout, but with some performance. So you definitely went the right route here. All right, and just like that, everything's out. So as we were disassembling, we realized that somebody had already done a DOD delete and an AFM delete on this truck. So it already had lifters. It already has a 4X 3-bolt cam in it. All right, so everything's officially off. Lifters, head gaskets, lifter trays, cam, chain, guide, and the oil pump. The oil pan, you do have to loosen it up to get the oil pump off. On the trucks, the bolt is on the inside of the tube. On vets, the bolt is on the outside. You don't have to drop the pan to change the pickup tube on the oil pump, or the oil pump. You don't have to drop the pan on Corvettes. So like I said before, this thing had already been deleted, but they use stock cam. They probably use lifters. They use like an old cam out of like a 5.3, like a Gen 3 Silverado. So right now we're gonna put this cam in it, and we're gonna put a brand new plate. We're gonna put a BTR timing chain. We're gonna put our guides. This is our cam that we're gonna put in it from Michigan Motorsports. Let's see here. $214, $218, $550, $550 at $112. Good cam for a stock converter. So we're gonna lube this up, put it in, put the cam plate, put the guide in the chain, and keep going from there. So let me do that so I can show you what it looks like. Okie dokie. So timing cover's on, balancer's on. One side of the head is clean. New lifters and lifter trays are in. All the good stuff in the front is done. Right now Ryan's putting the lifters on the trays. Whoa, 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 whoa. Putting the lifters on the trays so I can put them together. There's all the old stuff. We have a mess because we've been here all day hanging out. Valve springs are on. Retainers are on. And the heads are cleaned up. Got them cleaned up. Now, we had to pause and take a minute because when I started doing the valve springs, I noticed that one of the rocker arms was damaged at the bottom here. So if you put your finger here, you can feel this whole piece like shaved off. So I looked at the head and I found 3 valves that were completely damaged. Where is it? They were completely damaged. Focus. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they were rounded off. See that? Look at that. That tip. So that made me believe that that was part of our tick, since this truck was already deleted, but they overlooked the valve and the rocker arm. See, this one's all damaged. They overlooked the valve and the rocker arm and put the DOD delete thinking it was going to fix it, and it still made noise. And that's because the rocker was slapping around. You know, had slack. So we replaced the 3 that were damaged. All the other ones checked out perfectly fine. We replaced the 3 that were damaged. The one soaking in oil here. just to make sure that the bearing is good. And we went to a buddy's shop, Samora Racing Heads, and he had 3 good valves for the head. We did a quick little valve lapping. He did a little grind just to make sure that it seats. Put them on the heads, valve lapped them, perfect seal. Everything looked great. And came back and assembled the heads. So that part's done. 3 of the valves got damaged. Whenever you guys are doing DOD deletes, look at the valve tips. And actually any car, whenever you take off the valve covers, look at the valve tips. That is a big deal. I had a 54. I don't know if it's 54 or 53. It was like a 53 or 54. The older year from this one. This one's like a Tri-5. And that one was a round body, like a bombita is what they call them, like a gangster style. We had one of those, and it had a ugly tick after the engine warmed up, and the rocker arm was eating up the push rod and the valve stem. So we noticed on that other car that the inside of this was completely messed up, where the push rod sits, and the tip where it sits on the valve, that was messed up. So on that car, I pulled the heads, did lifters anyways, because a lifter failure, especially on these DODs, any knocking or slapping of the drivetrain or valve train, it doesn't just stop at the lifter. It doesn't just like, oh, the lifter's no good. It'll damage the push rod. It'll damage the rocker arm. It will damage the head, the valve. So I check everything, and I did notice that. So I got that fixed. So right now we're just working on cleaning the surfaces and putting the heads back on. And then that's it. That's the hardest thing. The rest of it is just putting the accessories on, which takes about 15 minutes. Throw the new radiator on, throw the intake back on, and start it. Might start it tomorrow morning. We do need to get it tuned. Our buddy that was supposed to come tune for us got a little busy, and it is late right now, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to tune it tonight. But for sure tomorrow morning, we'll tune it, turn it on, and get that idle video, see what that sounds like. But let me finish this up and show you guys the finished part. All right, so heads are on. Rocker arm's about to go on. New push rods are on. Quick tip, just in case you guys didn't know, I'm pretty sure some of you have questions. Before you put any head bolt back into the head, you do have to blow out the holes. They do get full of antifreeze, and water does not compress. So you will break the block or pop a hole in the block if you try to compress a filled head bolt hole. So compressed air, blow it out. If you want to put brake cleaner, blow that out too. Clean it out real nice so the new bolts go in and the sealer does its job the way it's supposed to. So on these Gen 4 L9H, it's 22 foot-pounds for the big bolts, and then 90 degrees and then 70 degrees, and then the little ones are 22 foot-pounds, and they go in sequence from the middle out. So already did all that. Putting the heads on, putting the rockers, probably put the exhaust up right now, the spark plugs, the valve covers, and the intake. I'm just gonna try to get as far as I can and probably finish it tomorrow morning. So all the hard part is done, which is what I really wanted to do. So it's on its way. It's looking good. Let me just keep working. Not too bad. Looks stock, except for the aluminum radiator. Yeah, looks stock. I guess later on we'll put headers or something on it, just so it could look prettier and sound a little bit better. I'm pretty sure it'll sound all right, but there's nothing like getting headers on it. So the engine's back together. Put this down. Only thing I'm gonna be waiting on is here in a second. Do a startup tune and make sure that everything's deleted on the tune correctly, because obviously it was already deleted. But did they tune it right? It's a different story. It ran okay, had a little stumble, like I said. But yeah, let me load a tune in and see how she runs. All right. Nice and tuned. Got all the little adjustments, all our little fixings taken care of. I don't know if you can hear it, but that sounds pretty good. Remember, it's a 6.2 with a small cam. It's got a 214, so the 6.2 will eat up most of the cam. But it definitely sounds way better. No knocking, super quiet, and it's got a little rumble to it. Driving it around fucking feels amazing. So much better power. It really gave it that little kick that it needed. But check this out. And for those people who want a stock style upgrade, a little cam without so much lobe separation will cause a good sound, and you won't have all that chop and all that unnecessary drivability issues. But this thing runs great. Sounds awesome. Man, it's got a lot of mileage, but purrs. Real cold AC. Feels awesome. Yeah, this thing's great. I can't believe it. I'm so glad he purchased this vehicle. But other than that, just a quick run through on a DOD delete. Technically, everything that I did, even though the truck wasn't DOD or BBT, it had already been swapped. Technically, everything that I did is the same process of what you would do anyways. So whether it had the DOD or not, everything that I did was exactly what you would need to do. You know, I think it has fog lamps. Yeah, it's got fog lamps. But yeah, everything that you would need to do to it. So I just wanted to throw a video out there working on a 6.2 Escalade truck, Sierra, Silverado. It's all the same thing. But thanks for hanging around, guys. Really appreciate you hanging around. If you watched the entire video, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, as you guys know. Last year I tried doing it. I was gonna do a giveaway for some merch if I reached 1,000 subscribers. I did not reach the goal, so I wasn't able to create any merch. So this time around, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to build merch first and then offer that anyways. So if you guys are seeing this, make sure you like the video, subscribe please if you can. I really am trying to show some content out there for a lot of just daily work that I do. But appreciate you all hanging around, and we'll see you guys on the next one.